Hi, I'm Rachel King. Welcome to my channel. Yesterday I went to the knitting and stitching show at Alexandra Palace in North London. Met my sister and my cousin and we had a really great day out. Got there early. It was the first day. It was really busy by lunchtime, or by mid-morning it was really busy. It's quite a big show, over 200 exhibitors, lots of stalls, lots of workshops, a little bit of catwalk, etc. So what follows is a bit of filming that I took there during the day. It's kind of really difficult when it's so busy to film because I don't want to sort of get people in too in the frame too obviously, so I did carry on filming anyway, so I got as much as I could. So if you are going this weekend, because it's on till Sunday, it might give you a bit of a feel for it, and then afterwards I'm going to come back to the studio, and I did buy a few bits and pieces. I didn't plan to, I really didn't plan to, but it's kind of inevitable when you go to something like that. So I've got some fabrics and some other bits that you might be interested to see, and I've got some new patterns this week that I got in a sale which are quite nice, so I'll talk about that at the end. So here's my bit at the show. So the Knitting and Stitching show is held at Alexandra Palace in North London, quite high up. Here it is, the Palm Court entrance. As you go in, interestingly, there is a display by Holly Searle, aka the Subversive Stitcher, and it's a vintage tea towel series. Basically they've got applied lettering on, and the whole concept of them is that they're supposed to raise awareness of personal and domestic and global issues. It's very interesting. Into the main halls, massive, as you can see, absolutely huge. And the first stand I looked at was Higgs Higgs, always a beautifully curated range, very strong on prints, beautiful plains as well, lovely retro prints and ginghams as well. This is Rosenberg's, always have a great stand. I actually bought something and I will show you later. Pfaff, the machine companies were well represented. This is Rainbow Fabrics. They specialise in dead stock fabrics, which was really interesting. Moving on to Cloth Atelier. A huge range of prints that you can see here. Block prints, I would probably call them. The next door, this is Roy's Material World. This is kind of a bit like Rosenberg's. They have a really good range across the board, wools to cottons. Possibly there's some silks there, I think, as well. There was a stand with a loom. There's a loom we could weave fabric, which is really quite interesting. I didn't have time to explore too much, but they were there as well. This is Luna Lapin, and I think what's interesting about a lot of these stands, especially with patterns, is they have a lot of the patterns actually made up. You can see here, so it gives you an idea of what the shapes look like. Dukey, the machine companies, lots of them. This is Sew Over It with their range of patterns. Urban Stacks, specialise in modern African fabrics. Tilly and the Buttons, of course, everybody knows Tilly and the Buttons. Fabric Godmother, love their fabrics. Really beautiful range of prints. Now knitting, I'm not really into knitting, but the Starcraft yarn stand was great, and I'm actually feeling quite tempted to knit a tank top. I'm warming up to it. I didn't buy anything at the show, so I might order it online. So I am thinking, it's coming up now, of actually knitting this two-tone top, but maybe in neutral colours. I thought it was nice. Anyway, this dress, I love this dress. I think my cousin bought the pattern. So elegant. I think the only thing I'd do would be to put side pockets in it, but absolutely beautiful. More stands. This was a range of jerseys as well. This was great. This was a stand called Sincerely Louise with their knitted creatures. Just lovely. They had a massive octopus. I don't know if you can see the octopus. Oh yeah, there's the octopus with his tentacles. And you can even knit your own Nemo. Whole range of sea creatures. Just fantastic. Really great. And moving on to Tessuti. Yeah, they were there with their range of patterns and samples. This crochet stand was great. Kits to make crochet baskets they're called the left hookery. Quite tempted. Toft. Oh, check out this giant zebra. And they had such a fantastic range of creatures, and they had a little Halloween themed section as well, which I thought was brilliant, really, really cute. And coming to the end of this, what the fabric, they do sneaker kits, which I really need to look into. I think they look really, really interesting and really cool. And last but not least, has anybody got on a Liso iron? Because I thought these looked fab and I'm interested. Let me know. I hope you found that interesting and or useful, especially if you're going to the show over the weekend. I only bought a handful of things, as I mentioned. I bought some velour jersey to make myself a tank, just a little sleeveless top. It's velvet jersey, velour jersey basically. And I bought a metre of that. I can probably get it in Walthamstow Market, but I couldn't find it last time I went, although it'll be there somewhere. Anyway, so I bought a metre of that. So that's going to be a little evening wear top that I want to make. And I'll show you when I've made it in a few weeks' time. And I also bought some leopard print, because you know, if you've seen my previous videos, I do love a bit of animal print. This was from Rainbow Fabrics, which is quite an interesting company. They had, I think, 2 stands there. One selling lengths of fabrics off rolls and another one selling remnants, and they specialise in dead stock fabrics and presumably, you know, end of line, so they buy up, you know, the leftovers from manufacturers and designers, I guess, so which is quite a good way of buying your fabrics. I'll read a bit about them here on their flyer. Born in Kilburn, London in 1994, Rainbow Fabrics is a family-run haven for eco-conscious creators. We specialise in dead stock fabrics and ethically sourced materials. And they've got a website, and I will put the link below. It's rainbowfabrics.co.uk. But they had some really, really nice lengths. I love the remnants. They had loads of denim remnants actually, but quite nice. Some nice print remnants. I do like a remnant. Yeah, so they were quite interesting. And then the other, I only bought 3 lengths of fabric, but it's enough when you've got a huge stash, really. I think I was quite controlled. I bought this from Rosenberg Fabrics. They, if you go to the Stitch Show at Islington, they're usually there as well. And I bought 4 meters of boiled wool in this lovely grey marl colour. And I am going to make this Vogue, it's kind of like a wrap shawl collar coat, jacket, whatever you'd like to call it. I bought this and 3 other patterns last week online, and they were discounted by 50%. It was just too good an opportunity. I'll show you the other patterns after, to miss. So I'm going to make the unlined version, so it doesn't have any other trims or bits and pieces that I need. So it's just really the fabric that I bought for the coat, and it was at £10 a metre, so it's £40. So I think it's going to be a really lovely winter coat, and again I will show that to you when I make it in a couple of weeks' time. Okay, so those are the fabrics I bought. I bought a couple of like gadgety things, probably nothing new to you sewers out there, but when you go to these shows you can get sort of quite good bargains, things that are sort of quite good value. And I bought this pressing mat, you know, one of those like quilted heat resistant pressing mats. This little thing, I've actually got a proper sleeve board, but I couldn't resist. It's just so cute. So I can use it on my table where I'm sewing on my desk. Really, really useful. And those 2 together were £20. I'm going to put a link in the description below to the stand, if I can remember it, where I bought it, because they had loads of brilliant, you know, like cutting mats, rotary cutters, all the gadgets. It was great. There were a few stalls like that actually. It was just a brilliant opportunity. If you need really specific stuff, it's great, because there are a few different stalls doing the same stuff, and you can compare prices and availability, you know, and what they've got. So it was good. Yeah, so I had a really good day. It was really busy. We got there really early. By lunchtime it was a bit crazy, and by mid-afternoon we were done by then, to be honest with you. We did the whole of the big hall, and a slightly smaller haul. Well, it felt slightly smaller. They're both pretty massive. We did both of those, punctuated by coffee, and then we had lunch, and then we went back to, we all wanted to go somewhere else again, so we did that all together again, and we had a really, really nice day. It's a nice day out, I think. If you have got sort of friends, or you know, your sister or mother or your cousin, and even, you know, who's sort of into the same stuff. And it was great to go with my cousin, because I don't see her very often, because she lives back in Wales, which is where I'm from, and she does a lot of sewing, and she's really knowledgeable about patterns, and she's just great. It was really, really nice to see her, and great for her to sort of share her knowledge as well. So I had a good time. The other thing I mentioned earlier is that I bought some patterns, and I think it's Jaycott's. They had a sale on, and I don't know whether they still have, but I got these folk patterns at half price. Such good value. So they're probably not new to you, and they're not new to me, but they're patterns that I thought, oh, they're nice, but I took the opportunity to get them. I love this dress. I think it's really elegant. I'd like to make that to wear for Christmas Day. I think it's gorgeous. Again, I'll put links down in the description. Now, I'm toying with the idea of some barrel leg trousers, and I have found this Vogue pattern, and they've got a classic sort of jean style, and then the other style, it's actually the same shape, but they've got slightly different pocket styling, and it's got the double pockets at the back and sort of nice seam detailing. So I thought they were quite interesting. And the last one is a lovely dress. You see that? So two versions. You've got the sleeveless version, and then you've got the version with the sleeves with the stand collar, and it's got this like single pocket flap, and it's quite sort of tailored looking. I thought that was quite interesting, so I'm going to keep that one, and I think I'll make that one for an occasion next year. I think there'll probably be something coming up that will be absolutely perfect for. Anyway, that's pretty much it for this week. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you went to the show, let me know if you had, you know, what you did. Did you buy anything? Did you have a good time? What you thought of it? How do you think it compares to the Stitch show? Just be interesting to know. And I am working on the trends, the autumn winter trends. I'm nearly there with it, so that should be out next Sunday, sort of next weekend. I'll premiere it, so if you subscribe to me, you'll get a notification. So please like, subscribe and share. Comments always welcome, and I'll see you next week. Bye.